Want to know how to make money online but feeling overwhelmed at all the information and options out there? Not sure which path would be right for you? If so, you're in the right place because today I'm peeling back the curtain on what I consider to be the top 5. The 5 very best ways to make money online while working from home this year. I've personally tried all 5 of these money-making routes, and they're what I've used to build the 7-figure online business I have now. I'm not only sharing each idea, but also my top strategies for making each one as successful as possible from day one. So let's go. All right, first up on our list is affiliate marketing. With affiliate marketing, you're not selling your own product or service, you're promoting someone else's product or service. When you become an affiliate for a brand, your job is to promote your favorite things that they have to offer to people that you know would be interested. And if someone purchases through your link that you share, then you get a commission or a cut of the sale. I love this route because you can get started super quickly and you're not having to create your own products. There are just 3 simple steps to get this going and successful so that you can start making commissions. Step number 1 is to decide what product, service, or software you want to affiliate for. Now, the key here is that you want to choose something that you actually truly believe in. You would never want to promote or share about something that you were unsure about or that might not really serve your audience well. So a great place to start is to think of what products and services and softwares you already know and love and use yourself. You can look at their websites to see if they might have any links either at the top or the bottom of their pages of their website that say anything about an affiliate program. You can also find brands to affiliate for by simply doing a Google search for that brand name plus affiliate program and see if anything comes up. If they do have a program, chances are they're going to have a page that tells you all about it, the different minimum requirements that you'll need to have to join, and a button that you can hit to start the application process. Every company's affiliate program is going to be different. Some may pay you a certain percentage of each sale. Some may pay you a flat fee like $10 or $20 per sale. So you'll need to read their information on what exactly the program entails to make sure that it's in alignment with what you're looking for. Now, as you're signing up for different affiliate programs, you can also be working on step number 2, which is to build an audience. You got to have somebody to promote these products and services to, right? Best way to do this is with content marketing. I'd encourage you to just pick one content platform to start with and really learn how the algorithm on that platform works so that you can start creating value-based content to attract the type of people that will eventually be interested in purchasing what you have to offer. You'll want to think about what types of products and services you're affiliating for and create content that is in that same zone that's going to appeal to the same target audience member. So for instance, if I'm an Amazon affiliate and I want to specifically promote tech gear like cameras and microphones and tripods, then I'd want to be creating content on my content platform that's going to serve someone that is interested in tech. Now, the key here is to serve first. We're not immediately offering things for sale, but we're creating value-based content, whether it be static posts, pins, images, reels, long-form video, short-form video, whatever would serve our ideal audience member best to give them solutions and answers to the pain points and struggles that they have. This is going to help us start building that audience quickly so that once we have a bit of an audience built, we can start sharing with them about these products and services we love and use. And that leads us straight into step number 3, which is to share and earn. Once you've got a few different affiliate programs up and running, you should be able to log into your affiliate dashboard with that specific program and grab your unique affiliate tracking link. This is a unique link that leads straight to your affiliate's website, but it's unique to you, so it tracks who you send, and you can actually see who you have referred to that website. This is how you're going to get credit for the people that you send over that end up purchasing. So most affiliate platforms should have a dashboard where you can see all of this. You can grab your unique link and you can track your conversions and sales. You want to regularly share those affiliate links with your audience in the midst of your value-based content, and eventually on top of your content, you can add in other forms of sharing like through email marketing. Affiliate marketing is one of my absolute favorite ways to get started quick making money online without ever having to even create anything yourself. And if you're interested in learning more about affiliate marketing, I actually have a passive income blueprint guide that you can download completely for free. It's linked in the description box below. It talks in depth about my personal top 3 forms of earning passive income online, affiliate marketing being one of them. So if you're interested in learning more about that and seeing what the other 2 are, definitely click that link in the description box below to grab your free guide. All right, moving on to idea number 2, which is to sell physical products. Physical products are different than digital products, which we'll get to in just a minute, but specifically talking about physical products, there are some different options here. You can either sell physical products that you're hand making yourself. You can sell physical products that you're sourcing that are already made that you might buy in bulk from a wholesaler and then resell it at a higher retail price. Or you might be selling physical items that you're actually partnering with a print-on-demand company or a drop shipping company for, which means that you're not actually creating them or even storing the inventory yourself. You're partnering with another company that's going to actually handle the printing, packing, filling the order, and shipping for you. Regardless of which of these routes you choose, the steps to start are pretty much the same. First, you'll want to do some product research to see what types of products are currently in demand. There are a lot of different ways you can do this type of product research, but one of my favorite tools that I love to use is Sales Samurai. Sales Samurai has so many different tools that you can use to do this type of product research, but one of my very favorites is to come over here to their keyword search tool and type in something I'm thinking of. So for example, if I'm looking at selling baby blankets, I could type that in here and it'll give me information on how many times that keyword phrase is searched per month on Etsy, the Etsy click-through rate, or how many times a listing using that keyword phrase is clicked on in the search, the amount of competition or other sellers that are targeting that keyword phrase, and also the search volume on Google. If I scroll down, I can see some related tags and keywords that could give me more specific ideas of what people are searching for. Things like crochet blanket, newborn gift, blanket pattern, and I can even see Etsy's top listings here using this keyword phrase. I can click through on one of these to see that listing on Etsy, but I can also see a lot of data for that specific listing right here inside of Sales Samurai. If I click on this little I button, it'll bring up this specific listing and give me everything from the title to the category to how many images are on that listing, how many views the listing has, and all of the different tags that seller has used in that listing. Again, looking at this tag section can give me more ideas to get more specific with my idea of baby blankets with things like personalized gift, baby shower gift, security blanket, animal lovey, and then I can continue doing my research by taking these phrases, coming back to the keyword search bar, and looking them up here. I can go through this process over and over again until I've gotten a more specific idea of what's currently being searched on Etsy and even on Google to get a better idea of what product might do well. And if you'd like to try it out, I do have a link in the description box below that'll give you a free 3-day trial. And if you input the code KATE20 when you sign up, you'll get 20% off your monthly subscription if you decide to continue using Sales Samurai after the free 3 days. And I'd like to thank Sales Samurai for sponsoring this portion of today's video, and I can't wait to see what you think of it when you try it out. Now, after you've done your product research, it's time to move on to step number 2, which is to source your supplies or materials. Whether you're hand making your own products and needing to source the materials for that, or purchasing items in bulk that are already made that you're just going to resell, you'll need to find some good wholesale companies to purchase these from. One of my absolute favorite ways to find true legitimate wholesale companies, because there are a lot out there that are not legitimate if you just do a simple Google search, but to find the real legitimate ones that are going to offer you big discounts for bulk purchases, you can go onto trade show websites and look at their exhibitor lists. Real wholesalers are going to be doing these types of trade shows probably all around the country, so you can find different ones to look at their website and know that the companies on that exhibitor list are true wholesalers. A lot of them you can even search by category to find exactly what you're looking for. Now, of course, you can purchase your materials and supplies at retail, but I definitely suggest you look for wholesalers first because, like I said, it's going to give you a bigger discount and you'll be able to price your items accordingly to have a healthier profit margin. So then once you've sourced your materials and supplies, you'll go on to either create your product if it's handmade, or go on to order the items that you want to resell, or if you're using a print-on-demand or drop shipping company, you'll get your account set up with them and go ahead and create your designs. And then it's time to move on to step number 3, which is to set up your online shop. This is where people are going to find you online and actually complete the purchase. There are 2 main options here when thinking about where you want to set up shop online. Number 1 is on a marketplace platform. Some of the most well-known marketplaces would be websites like Etsy, Amazon, and eBay. These are all marketplaces, which means that they're hosting multiple shops on that one platform. They all have their own search engine, so when you go on, for instance, Etsy, and you type in to search for something, the only results you're going to be getting are from Etsy shops. You're not going to be getting results from any other websites across the internet. It's only Etsy shops that belong to that specific marketplace. The second option here, if you don't want to go with a marketplace platform, is to create your own e-commerce website that houses your store right there on your own website. There are a lot of different website hosts that offer e-commerce capabilities. One of the most well-known and one that I love is Shopify. There are pros and cons to each, either using a marketplace or your own website. The biggest benefit to using a marketplace platform is, especially if you are new and just starting out, they've got built-in traffic. Etsy has a loyal following of millions of shoppers that are going to be right there at your fingertips. So a lot of times it can be a little bit easier to get discovered when you're first starting out, because even though people don't know about you yet, they know about Etsy and they're going to Etsy every time to look for similar things as what you're selling. Now, when you have your shop set up on your own website, you may not have that added benefit of the large organic built-in traffic, but you do have the benefit of more customization. You can make it look exactly like what you want and more control. You're not sharing control with the marketplace platform like you are with a website like Etsy or Amazon. So it's up to you to decide. You can start with one and branch into the other. A lot of people do both, but only you can decide which one would be the right fit for your business. Now, speaking of Etsy, if you're thinking of selling products on Etsy, whether they be physical products or digital products, I've got something that's going to be a huge help for you. It's what I wish I had had when I first started on Etsy 10 years ago. And this is my 5-pillar Etsy success formula masterclass. It's a totally free 1-hour masterclass where I dive deep into my top 5 strategies, the exact strategies that I use to bring my shop to multiple 6 figures on Etsy and that you can use to see success on Etsy from day one. So if you're interested in that, I've got it linked in the video description box below. Feel free to click on that and hop over and watch that masterclass on demand right when you're done watching this video. All right, our next idea to make money online is by selling digital products. So we just talked about physical products, but you can also sell digital products online. The difference is pretty obvious. Physical products are actually a physical, tangible item that you're selling and that your customer is receiving. A digital product is nothing physical or tangible. It's simply a digital link or file that you're selling. These can be things that are meant to be used only digitally, like templates for social media posts, graphic elements and assets, or they could be things that are meant to be printed out, like printable wall art or printable calendar. The sky really is the limit, as there are so many different digital product options. And this is another great way to earn passive income, because with a lot of digital products, all you have to do is create it once up front, and then you can set it up to sell on repeat on its own, making you passive income each time it makes a sale. So there are 4 main steps you'll need to take to get started selling digital products. Number 1 is to decide what type of digital product you want to sell. Again, this could be a template, it could be something printable, it could be a tool for graphic design. I have a whole digital products playlist on this channel in case you're interested in getting some more ideas for different digital products. But once you've decided your main type of product you want to sell, then you're going to move on to step number 2, which is to do some product research. It's important not only to make sure that the type of product you're selling is in demand, but also the styles and trend elements that you're using in your design are also really popular and currently in demand. You can do this simply and easily by searching for the type of digital product you're thinking of selling on a platform like Etsy or Creative Market, looking at the ones that are ranking high in the search that might say bestseller or popular now, and taking special note of any patterns, fonts, color schemes, anything like that that you see repeating over and over again in those best-selling listings, because that's a clue to you that these specific color schemes and fonts and styles are really doing well right now. They're making consistent sales, so that you can take that and put your own twist on it. And once you've done your product research, you'll move on to step number 3, which is to actually create your digital product. Now, the design tool that you use to create it will largely depend on the type of product you're going to offer, but you can use anything from Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop, to Canva, Kittl, Procreate. There are, again, a lot of options here. You can do a little bit of research to see which of these might be the best fit for the type of product you're thinking of. And then your last step is to set up your online shop. Again, like we said before, this can be either on a marketplace platform like Etsy or Creative Market, or you could set this up in your own online e-commerce website. Either way, it's up to you to go ahead and get that product out into the world. You'll want to make sure to promote it if you can on a content platform or through email marketing. You want to basically shout it from the rooftops that your shop is open and drive as much traffic to your shop as possible. All right, our next money-making route is one of my absolute favorites, and this is selling online courses. Online courses technically are a type of digital product, but I'm giving it its own point here in this video because the process for creating an online course is very different than a lot of these other types of digital products we've been talking about. Now, before we get into the steps to get going with something like this, I want to ensure you, because I know a lot of people think, I'm not an expert, I don't know what I would teach, I'm not far enough ahead of any anyone else to really teach anyone anything. And I want to encourage you that you don't have to be this massive expert to create an online course. All you really need to be is a few steps ahead of the person you would be teaching, or about 10% further down the road than they currently are. I also want to specify that you can create anything from a full, robust, comprehensive online course that includes hours and hours of video material to something as small as a little mini course that just solves one specific question or one problem for your ideal customer and is sort of like a little bite-sized chunk. So you don't have to go all the way this way right at first. You can start with a mini course and ease your way into it. Either way, an online course is an amazing product because again, it can become totally passive revenue. You'll create it once up front, and then you can set it up with an automated system to just continue selling on repeat. So step number one here is you'll want to decide on your course topic. Now, you may already have an idea of what you would want to teach, but if not, you might want to think about what things people ask you about a lot. Is there anything that people ask you how you do, or they ask for your advice on, or anything that you do in your everyday life on a regular basis that you might not even think twice about, but that could really be helpful for someone else? This could be baking sourdough bread. This could be training your pet. This could be how to invest in real estate. It could be how to homeschool. The sky really is the limit when it comes to topics for courses, and people are looking for education on these types of topics every single day online. So once you know what you want your course to be about, then you'll need to film and edit your videos that are going to make up the course lessons. Now, this may sound really intimidating, but trust me, it doesn't have to be complicated or fancy at all. You can even just use your smartphone to film your lessons, even just a simple talking head video like I'm doing here, talking to the camera, and you can create a simple outline that makes sense for your videos to go in order, taking your student from step one all the way through the last step of where they need to be to have some sort of transformation. The filming can be super simple, and also the editing can be super simple. You'll likely be making some mistakes or repeating yourself, things that you want to cut out of your videos, and you can use a free and easy editing tool like iMovie or Descript. Again, lots of options for these types of programs to get this done and get your video lessons ready. Then you'll move on to step number 3, which is to build out your course on your course hosting platform. You'll want to choose the website or hosting platform that your course is going to live on. This is where your students are going to log in. They're going to have their dashboard to see what lessons they've completed or not and watch through their videos. This is also where you're going to be able to see who your students are, check their progress if you want, and build this out. You can add more lessons as you go if you like. There are lots of options depending on your platform, but some of the most popular course hosting platforms are Teachery, Teachable, Thinkific, and I personally love and use Kajabi. Now, if you're interested in trying out Kajabi for free, I've got my affiliate link in the description box below. Feel free to click over, try it out for free, see if you like it. It's an all-in-one platform, so not only do you get course hosting, but you can do your email marketing through Kajabi. You can have a blog, you can build your website. It literally is super robust and comprehensive for everything you need in your business. And as a special thank you for using my affiliate link, you can also email my team when you sign up through our link below to let us know you signed up, and we'll send over our mini course, Kajabi Perfect, which walks you through exactly how to use Kajabi and all the features and tools you'll need to know completely for free. You can email us at kate@kate-hayes.com and we'll send it right over to you. And then once you have your whole course built out on your hosting platform, the last step here is to promote it to your audience. You want to put it out there into the world and let everyone know it's available. The doors are open. You're now enrolling. You can do this type of promotion on your social media platform, your content platform, through email marketing, on your blog. You can partner with other people to feature you and let their audiences know. So many different fun ways you can promote and share about your new course. Okay, next up, we're talking content monetization. We talked earlier in the video a couple times about putting content out on a content platform. This could be a search engine platform like YouTube or Pinterest. It's really anywhere that you're putting out value-based content that people can use in the form of either a static image, a pin, a long or a short form video. But when we're talking about monetizing your content, we're talking about actually earning money for that content that you're putting out into the world. If you're going to do the work to create it and put it out there, you might as well earn on it, right? So a lot of these platforms have partner programs where you can earn for your content. They're all different. They all pay out in different ways. But the basic idea is that you're getting paid for the content that you're putting out on the platform. And the more engagement it gets, the more you're going to be making. So step number 1 here is to go ahead and decide which platform you want to join the partner program for. Now, eventually you can have multiple ones, but in the beginning, I'd say focus on one. And you want to understand how that program works, how it pays, and the minimum requirements for meeting eligibility to apply for that program. So you can easily do a Google search for something like YouTube Partner Program or Instagram Partner and do a little bit of research on those few things to see which would be the best fit for you. Now, once you've met the minimum requirements and you've applied and been accepted as a partner, then you'll want to start creating content. Now, before you ever even start creating content, it's really important to research how that specific platform works. You want to understand the algorithm of how it promotes certain content, how it feeds it to certain viewers, what gets the most engagement on that specific platform. YouTube is very different than Instagram, which is very different than Pinterest. They're all so unique. So you want to understand the ins and outs of how your specific platform works so you can have strategy going into creating your content to know what's going to make it the most engaging. Because remember, the more engagement you can get, the more you're going to be making. And once you feel like you've got a good understanding of this, you can go ahead and start creating your content, putting it out into the world, and moving on to the next step, which is looking at your analytics and doubling down on what works. If you see that a certain type of reel or a certain type of post always gets more engagement than the others, then double down and do more of that. You can recreate the same type of things that have done well for you in the past by putting a different spin on it, doing a part 2 or part 3 on it. Use your creativity and use your data to know what's going to be working on that platform. So those are my top 5 ways to earn money online. Make sure to click the links in the description box below to grab your free passive income blueprint or to hop over and watch my 5-pillar Etsy success masterclass. Talk soon, friend.